everyone, welcome back to my channel, Stella Rosebella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama, music, and shows. So today I want to talk about a drama called 不良执念清除师. And let's get into it. So who is in this drama? There's Zhen Jinghua who plays Pu Yiyong, Hong Xianyou who plays Zheng Guangyan, and there's Song Yunhua who plays Chen Zhuying. And so these are the characters. So these are actually my first time reading their names. It's a little difficult for me to pronounce, so forgive me. So Pu Yiyong, he comes from a family that is like in like calligraphy writing and everything. His like family is like, I guess generations like done that. But he got into an accident and he went in a coma, and when he woke up from the coma he started to see these 执念. And 执念in English you can translate it into like obsession. And so the way that these obsessions, they would go and find him, and the way for them to like have peace and everything is when he write these characters through brushed in calligraphy, and his like the characters that he writes on the paper have power in them. And so that is the story. And there's a team, so they work as a team. So Pu Yiyong, Chen Zhuying, 还有就是Guangyan, they all work together. And Chen Zhuying, she is actually a police officer, but I feel like she sort of helps them, but not really. I focus more on Guangyan and also Yiyong's like relationship more than with her, because I feel like she's part of the main cast, but she's not that important to me right now. That's the vibe I'm getting. So the storyline that really got me is probably the loneliness one, so the tattoo one, but really talking about loneliness. And the story focuses on a dude who sort of like, after he passed away, like nobody knew like his name, like that he passed away, like his parents were gone already, and so he's left only. And like you will see that when he worked, he didn't really like 融入 with like his colleagues, and his colleagues find him like weird, like why did he wait for me and certain things. And his story reminded me of myself, because I'm sort of like the quiet, like awkward person. I don't know, his character really reminded me like some parts of myself. So I was like really sad when like it's like this storyline, because it talks about like how his name, nobody knows his name, and it's like if you don't know like Guanyin would talk about like how like nobody knew his name, and it's sort of like he's like he doesn't exist in some form, and like it's really sad. And I don't know, like that storyline made me cry. The latest one also made me cry as well. And I just think that this story does talk about, like, as I mentioned before, a lot of things that people go through in, like, society today. So in terms of the characters, their relationships. So when I first started to watch it, I thought, I was like, there are BL elements, and I was like, okay, cool. And later it was, and you can tell it's not a BL type of drama. And because, like, there are times, like, where, like, Yiyong and Guangyan are together, and there are moments, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I was like, oh, and like I feel like it's really good that, I guess, in like character wise, I feel like the police, like Julie is not that important in this whole relationship, even though like there'll be like she'll help them in terms of like helping the obsession to sort of, you know, so they can have peace. And I don't know, she is important, but not that important. I feel like going in is more important than her. Eong, obviously, because like he has to, you know, help these obsessions. And so I was like, okay. And I really do love the relationship that Eong and Guangyan have. Because in the beginning you're just like this like 学霸, and like this guy is like, what, they're friends and everything, and they're like, and then later you realize that they're, oh, and then they became friends, and I was like, oh. So that's like one thing. This drama in terms of the calligraphy part. So in the drama, what I really love about it is obviously the calligraphy and seeing the brush being used, and like how in this drama the characters have power, you know, in this story, the setting, that these words, these characters that he writes on the paper, they have power to sort of like help these obsessions. And so I feel like in like sort of, I guess, like traditional wise, um it's like everything, it's sort of like when you use your brush and like hun like form, to me I feel like it's very formal, and like everything that you write, no matter what you write, it does have like power, but not in the sense of like, you know, like magic, you know, like that type of power, or like supernatural power, you know what I mean? And it's sort of like there's so much meaning into like what you write. It's not like something that you sort of like, I mean, you could write anything, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like whenever I see someone writing with a brush in like a really big like white paper or anything, and I just feel like there's so much power in it because like of the brush stroke and everything, and I'm just like, wow, how cool. Like, 'cause I don't know how to do that. I've never used a brush to write like the characters before. But every time if I see like in dramas or like in like in real life when I see people writing it, I don't know, I just feel like there's a sense of power in it. And so I was like, this is really cool element that I really like in this drama. And there's also this thing where like Yoon, when he wrote the one for the tattoo obsession, 生者未忘，逝者已在. So the person that still living didn't forget, and it's sort of like in a sense like the person who passed away, like as long as they didn't forget, that person that passed away is still here. Um, and so that is the thing that he wrote. And that story really got me on so many different levels. So that. And in terms of the storyline, I think like in the beginning, other than the funny parts from like when you see the first obsession go to find Young, like Young was like, who is this person like all of a sudden here? And he thought he was like, he's like, and he's like sleeping, and the obsession like woke him up. He's like, hey, wake up, help me. And then he's like, what? And then he's like, his eyes open, and he like fainted. And then he like tapped him again, like, wake up, and his eyes open again, and he wake up. And then so he kept going on and off. That was really funny. And obviously the part where Kwang Hyun, like, he meets the tattoo first, and he held this flower, and then the flower like fell off, and it looked like this, so it's like a heart. And Eong asks his mom, he's like, do you see this? And she's like, yeah, I see that he's confessing his love to you. And that was so cute. So there's like so many different, like, obviously funny parts like throughout the drama, not only these parts. And I feel like the humor really helps in this drama as well. And so this drama, I really recommend people go and find this drama. You can find it on the ICE app. You can see it. And you'll go on this journey and see what happens. I really, really like this drama. I haven't seen a drama, like Taiwanese drama, for a very long time. Let me know what y'all think of this drama. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!